From the heart of New York City's real estate empire to the highest office in the land, Donald Trump's journey is nothing short of extraordinary. He's a billionaire businessman, a reality TV star, and a polarizing political figure. Love him or hate him, his impact on American history is undeniable. How did a real estate mogul with no political experience become the 45th president of the United States? What are the secrets behind his rise to power? And how did his presidency reshape the nation?
When I get to office, we are going to not charge taxes on tips, people making tips. In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
Let's dive deep into the life of Donald Trump, exploring his triumphs, controversies, and the legacy that continues to influence the world today. This is the story of Donald Trump like you've never seen it before. Stay tuned, because this is a journey you won't want to miss.
Donald John Trump was born on June 14, 1946, in Queens, New York, to Mary and McLeod and Frederick Christ Trump. He was the fourth of 5 children. Growing up in a bustling household, young Donald was greatly influenced by his father, a successful real estate developer. Fred Trump instilled in him a passion for the industry from an early age. From a young age, Trump was immersed in the world of real estate. He would often accompany his father to construction sites, taking on small tasks and learning the ins and outs of the business. These early experiences sparked his interest in building and development. At the age of 13, due to behavioral issues at his previous school, Trump was sent to the New York Military Academy in Cornwall, New York. There, he completed 8th grade and high school, gaining discipline and leadership skills that would serve him well in his future endeavors. Trump was not just a student but also a standout athlete in high school. He played football, basketball, and baseball, and was named the captain of the baseball team in his senior year. His competitive spirit on the field mirrored his drive in business.
What was your fantasy when you were very young?
To be a baseball player. I was a great baseball player.
What position?
First base, catcher, first base.
My name's Donald Trump, and I'm the largest real estate developer in New York.
During summer breaks, Trump worked at his father's construction sites. These hands-on experiences provided him with a deeper understanding of the real estate business, further fueling his ambition to follow in his father's footsteps. After graduating from the New York Military Academy in 1964, Trump attended Fordham University in the Bronx, New York, for 2 years. He then transferred to the prestigious Wharton School at the University of Pennsylvania, where he graduated with a degree in economics in 1968. These early experiences and influences, working with his father, excelling in sports, and receiving a top-tier education, laid the foundation for Trump's future success in business and politics. After graduating, Trump joined his father's company, the Trump Organization, and quickly made a name for himself as a shrewd and ambitious businessman. He expanded the company's reach into Manhattan, transforming the city's skyline with iconic developments. One of Trump's most notable projects was the development of the Grand Hyatt Hotel in New York City, a joint venture that revitalized the Commodore Hotel and showcased Trump's knack for high-stakes deals. His crowning achievement came with the construction of Trump Tower on Fifth Avenue, a symbol of luxury and success. Trump's business empire grew beyond real estate. He ventured into the casino industry with Trump Plaza, Trump Castle, and the Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. Despite facing financial difficulties and multiple bankruptcies, Trump managed to bounce back, continually reinventing his brand.
You say on the verge of bankruptcy, Barbara, and you talk on the verge, and you listen to what people are saying.
I talk to your bankers.
Well, that's fine. And what do they say? I mean, you know, depending on which banker you're talking to, what do they say? And there are a lot of people. Unfortunately, I'm the only one people write about. I mean, they don't write about other people.
You have a little more debt than most people. Just something like $3 billion in debt.
I also have a little more assets than most people.
Trump's flair for publicity made him a constant presence in the media. He authored several best-selling books, including The Art of the Deal, and made frequent appearances on talk shows and in the tabloids, further solidifying his image as a larger-than-life figure. In 2004, Trump began hosting the reality TV show The Apprentice, which became a huge success and cemented Trump's status as a household name. The show featured aspiring entrepreneurs competing for a position in Trump's organization, and Trump's decisive "You're fired" catchphrase became iconic.
You're fired. 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 You're fired.
New York, my city, where the wheels of the global economy never stop turning.
My name's Donald Trump. I was billions of dollars in debt, but I fought back and I won. I'm looking for the apprentice. And who will be the apprentice? Welcome to the New York Stock Exchange, center of the world, $40 billion. Now, you're going to go outside and you're going to sell lemonade. Who made the most money?
I am your president, Mr. Trump. I'm going to stand right here in front of you. And if you have to punch me in the stomach and tell me to sit down and shut up, I'll shut up.
Sit down.
Thank you, Mr. Trump.
And David, you're fired.
However, Trump's media presence also had a darker side. He used his platform to promote the false and racist birther conspiracy theory, which claimed that President Barack Obama was not born in the United States. Despite the theory being repeatedly debunked, Trump continued to promote it, and it became a rallying cry for some of his supporters. This period marked the beginning of Trump's foray into politics and his willingness to use controversial tactics to get attention.
Obama does not like the issue of where he was born. His own publisher, as you know, using his words, said he was born in Kenya and he lived in Indonesia. Of course, now he's denying that amazingly.
I don't understand why you're doubling down on this birther issue after the state of Hawaii formally says this is the legitimate birth certificate. He was born in Hawaii. Why are you going through all of this, Don?
Well, a lot of people don't agree with that birth certificate.
But if the state of Hawaii authorizes it, if the state of Hawaii says this is official, he was born in Hawaii on this date, here it is, why do you deny that?
A lot of people do not think it was an authentic certificate.
How can you say that if this...
You won't report it, Wolf, but many people do not think it was authentic.
Why doesn't he show his birth certificate? 3 weeks ago when I started, I thought he was probably born in this country. And now I really have a much bigger doubt than I did before. He doesn't have a birth certificate.
I still question that he was born in the United States, do you?
I have no idea.
You don't believe him?
I would. I'd love to believe him. You know what? I'll tell you what. I think he'd do a great service.
Even at this point?
Well, I don't know. Was it a birth certificate? You tell me.
On June 16, 2015, Trump announced his candidacy for the Republican presidential nomination. Despite being a political outsider, Trump quickly gained momentum thanks to his populist message and ability to connect with white working-class voters.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I am officially running for President of the United States, and we are going to make our country great again.
Trump's campaign was marked by controversy, including his attacks on Mexican immigrants, Muslims, and women. His inflammatory rhetoric drew widespread criticism, but also tapped into a sense of frustration and disillusionment among some voters who felt that the political establishment had failed them.
When Mexico sends its people, they're not sending their best. They're not sending you. They're not sending you. They're sending people that have lots of problems, and they're bringing those problems with us. They're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're rapists. But the country of Mexico is killing us. I want to build a wall. I'm going to build a wall. I want to build the wall. We need the wall. And Mexico will pay for the wall. I have such respect for women. I cherish women.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell. I love the women that faint when I speak. Those are the ones that love me.
You brag that you have sexually assaulted women. Do you understand that?
No, I didn't say that at all. I don't think you understood what was said. This was locker room talk.
Believe in punishment for abortion, yes or no, as a principle?
The answer is that there has to be some form of punishment.
For the woman?
Yeah, there has to be some. Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on. We have no choice. We have no choice.
Trump won the presidential election on November 8, 2016, defeating Democratic nominee Hillary Clinton. His presidency from 2017 to 2021 was marked by numerous controversies and significant policy changes. Trump implemented major tax reforms, pursued deregulation, and appointed 3 Supreme Court justices. On the international stage, he renegotiated trade deals and facilitated the Abraham Accords, promoting peace in the Middle East. However, his handling of the COVID-19 pandemic and the events surrounding the 2020 election sparked widespread debate and division. Trump's presidency also saw numerous scandals, including investigations into Russian interference in the election and Trump's attempts to influence the investigation. Despite these controversies, Trump maintained a strong base of support among his loyal followers.
Will you once and for all, yes or no, definitively say that Russia interfered in the 2016 election?
I think it could very well have been Russia, but I think it could well have been other countries, and I won't be specific, but I think a lot of people interfere. I think it's been happening for a long time. It's been happening for many, many years. Now, I heard it was 17 agencies. I said, boy, that's a lot. Do we even have that many intelligence agencies, right? Let's check it. And we did some very heavy research. It turned out to be 3 or 4. It wasn't 17. And
tonight, the Republican-led Senate Intelligence Committee releasing its final report, declaring the 2016 Trump campaign had repeated contacts with Russian operatives. Among the new findings, the report saying Paul Manafort, Trump's campaign chairman, represented a grave counterintelligence threat, determining he gave polling information to Konstantin Kilimnik, who the committee describes as a Russian intelligence officer.
After losing the 2020 presidential election to Joe Biden, Trump refused to concede defeat, making unfounded claims of election fraud. His actions culminated in the January 6, 2021, attack on the U.S. Capitol, which was a dark day in American history.
USA! USA!
1 year ago today, Trump supporters from across the country gathered in the nation's capital to protest Congress's certification of the 2020 presidential election results.
To use a favorite term that all of you people really came up with, we will stop the steal.
We're not going to take it anymore. This is our country.
An hour ago, vehicle barriers that had been set up about 100 yards away or so from the Capitol were first breached by a group of protesters.
Our protesters have now broken into the U.S. Capitol.
And it will stand in recess until the call of the chair.
The Senate was called into recess and evacuated. The mob of Trump supporters roamed the historic halls, damaging property and searching for lawmakers.
Since leaving office, Trump has continued to influence politics, endorsing candidates and promoting his America First agenda. He also faces ongoing legal battles, including investigations into his role in the January 6th attack and allegations of election interference. And again anew, run.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States.
As the nation looks toward the future, Trump's influence continues to shape the political discourse. Whether admired for his boldness or criticized for his controversies, Donald Trump remains a pivotal figure in American history. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life and times of Donald Trump. Stay tuned for more deep dives into the lives of influential figures. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more compelling stories. See you next time.